Configuration systems are a powerful technology that has the potential to revolutionize health system. The implementation of electronic health records has led to the development of the computerized physician order entry. This fact, together with the electronic prescribing system, gives the opportunity to develop a clinical decision support system that can provide automatic real-time warnings to physicians. Let's take a look now to the current prescribing system. Once inside the patient card, the physician can choose to add a new treatment. He can sort by the generic name or by the name of the drug. After that, he is asked to introduce the dosage plan and accept the new prescription. In order to find out possible drug interactions, the physician needs to display interactions. This means that the warnings are not proactive, and they are subject to the physician's performance. Furthermore, the interactions displayed are reduced to negative interactions, but we'll come back to this later with some examples. So, what could be improved and why? Adverse drug events are directly associated with increased morbidity, mortality and costs. It has been estimated that 88% of these events could be prevented on elderly people and approximately 24% in the rest of the population. Moreover, a Swedish study carried out in 2014 demonstrated that adverse drug events cause up to 10% of all direct health costs. A health system that is pretty similar for all Scandinavian countries. Now, you might be wondering how this problem could be faced. Let me introduce you to expert systems or configuration systems. An expert system can configure plausible solutions by relating the information through a set of rules and constraints and, at the same time, give an explanation for the conflicting choices. The main benefits of expert systems in relation to traditional coding are first, that it's easier to maintain and update the system, and, secondly, that in contrast to traditional IT system based on codes, expert systems knowledge is often represented with structured objects, if-then rules and logic statements. Configuration systems have the possibility of being integrated to the current health platform and can work in the background. In Denmark, each region can freely decide which e-health platform they want to use. Therefore, at the moment there are two different platforms. Columna platform from Systematics for Mid and North Jutland regions and the region of southern Denmark. And Sunded platform for Zealand and capital regions. Those platforms operate in connection and coordination with other systems and databases to ensure a holistic approach. Among others, ProMedicin is one of the databases that are used to load metadata regarding the medicines on the Danish market. Hence, the data used for the development of this configuration model has been extracted from the ProMedicin database. Let's see now the model based on a real case from the medical department at the regional Horsens Hospital. It has been developed with Configit software. Let me introduce you to William Jensen, a fictional persona who is taking the following medicines: methotrexate, levodopa and warfarin. Let's see an example of a negative interaction case in which the ingredient warfarin shouldn't be prescribed together with antifungal agents from the azoles group. As you can see, if the physician tries to prescribe this drug, a real-time alert appears on the screen. Apart from being a real-time warning, it also differs from the current drug interaction systems in the way the interactions are determined. The existing clinical decision support systems are based on the ATC classification to identify drug-drug interactions and duplicate prescriptions. ATC classification attributes one code to each medicine based on their therapeutic indication. Hence, an ATC code has 7 elements made up of letters and numbers. The first level is related to the human organ system. The second level is either a therapeutically or pharmacological subgroup. The third and fourth levels are related to chemical, therapeutically or pharmacological subgroups, and the last level reflects a chemical substance. A study from the Central Norway Hospital Pharmacy Trust demonstrated that this classification might lead to medication errors. Let's see a couple of examples. This classification implies that active substances can be classified with more than one ATC code. Therefore, the following medication error could take place. A patient with a critical allergy to penicillin registered as medicine allergy to phenoxymethylpenicillin could be prescribed benzylpenicillin since there's no match between the ATC codes. Moreover, the combination of active substances has a different ATC code than individual chemical substances. Therefore, a patient with an active prescription of losartan could be prescribed by mistake a duplicated medicine of losartan, hydrochlorothiazide. The use of an expert system allows linking medicines to metadata. Taking into consideration the ProMedicine database, it would be possible to relate drugs to many features such as side effects, excipients, costs, among others. As previously mentioned, negative interactions identify the combinations of drugs that shouldn't be prescribed. Positive interactions are drugs that should be prescribed to complement another drug. An expert system provides the opportunity of adding suggestions for the physician. Let's see an example. Prednisone is an ingredient that causes osteoporosis and, for that reason, it is recommended to be prescribed together with a calcium supplement. As you can see, a list of suggested drugs appears on the screen once one drug including prednisone is prescribed. Let's see now the last example, which shows that the possibilities offered by configuration systems are infinite. Our patient needs to be prescribed with morphine. Morphine causes constipation, and therefore it should be prescribed together with an opioid antagonist laxative. Nevertheless, a preparation of bupivacaine morphine, which, as its name suggests, includes the morphine ingredient, doesn't cause constipation because the concentration of that ingredient is too low. Therefore, the suggestion of an opioid antagonist laxative should be linked to the presence of morphine, but also to the existence of the constipation side effect.